Welcome to a most unusual Maundy Thursday. Normally we would gather at a church in the evening, often after a shared meal together in the hall. Then during worship we would remember Jesus washing the feet of his disciples before he suggested that they needed to do the same, even that we needed to do the same. For kinesthetic learners, there would then be an opportunity to wash the feet of another person, children and adults, people who'd been at odds with each other. Lovers, friends and strangers would have opportunity to have their feet washed and to wash the feet of another person. But not this year. Somehow the bowls of steaming water and the stacks of towels beside each chair are not possible. We'll have to find other ways to serve each other in this time of social and physical distancing. Perhaps mowing the lawn for another person, or writing them a letter, or giving them a gift, or making some cookies, or ringing them to ask how they're going we'll have to do. But then in that same Maundy Thursday worship, we'd remember Jesus saying for the first time that whenever we bless, break and share bread, and whenever we share together a cup of wine, we are to remember him. And the bread used at that service was usually unleavened bread that you had to chew. And for me, somehow it felt more authentic because it tasted different to the wafers we use each week. But not this year. Somehow the bread and the wine will remain unconsecrated until we're able to meet again in church. So we'll have to find other ways to remember Jesus when sharing food. And in this we may recognize sacred space in the midst of our own homes and gardens, places of encounter and renewal. Perhaps we'll recognize again the latent potential for holiness in everyday things. But after foot washing and sharing a meal, Jesus got down to the heart of things. After 3 years together, he'd had an important message to share with his closest friends, and he called it a commandment. He'd never done that before. They knew the 10 commandments, but here was a new one from Jesus just before he was taken away. A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another. It's as simple and as hard as that. Love one another. Surely that's a mandate to shape our living, and it's so good to be reminded of this today.